involved in the Occupy movement since the beginning of this Aragalaya. It is evident today that the Ranil Rajapaksa regime will do anything and everything in their power to keep the people silent. As we speak here, you might be able to hear the commotion outside. We have been surrounded by police. We do not even have the freedom. The people of this country does not even have the freedom to call on a press conference and put their voice out. That is not an option under the Ranil Rajapaksa regime. The police cannot repeatedly use violence against peaceful protesters and then try to pin the same label on the protesters. People aren't that stupid. A lot of my colleagues have repeatedly said more than 3,000 of peaceful protesters since the beginning of this movement have been arrested, are being held up, have been forcefully disappeared, and there's no one to be held accountable. It's just a joke, not just for the Rajapaksas, but for Ranil as well. But the question still remains: why is the state afraid of the people? Why is the state still afraid of the youth? The previous generations of this country has got comfortable with the corruption, with the state oppression, with their human rights, their fundamental rights being violated. They have got comfortable with this system, this degrading, deteriorating system. Not us, not the youth, not the people of this country. We are done, we've had enough. The old ways have failed us, and it might be an opportunity for us to build a new path. A people-led future, a new future. The youth of this country dreams of a future where we can live freely and prosper in peace. That's why we say we need to change this system. If we are to have a stable future, we, the youth, must be involved in the policy making. The state must listen to our demands. We must be heard. While all this is happening around us, the Secretary of Defense, Kamal Gunaratne, has the gall to come on TV and say that the people of this country brought shame upon the nation by taking a swim in the president's pool. What a fat bloody joke. You know what brings shame on a country or a nation or the government or even its people? It's the government-sanctioned human rights violations that happen on broad daylight. The deteriorating press freedoms, the excessive use of police power, the use of the PTA to silence people, the citizens of that country. How the politicians thrive when there is a crisis and the people are dying on the streets. That's what brings shame on a country. The whole world is watching, and believe me, no one is going to forget this chapter of history. It is said that one can see the morality and the conscience of a nation by looking at how it treats its children. Yet this government is trying to intimidate us, scare us. But we are fearless. We will not be afraid. Like we have said over and over again at GGG, at the universities, at our trade unions, we the youth are the generation we are the youth, our parents' generation feared to be. So believe me, Ranil Rajapaksa regime, we will hold you accountable and we will make sure you pay for your crimes. Aragalaya Jai Veva.